ecological succession. Ecological succession is nothing but the gradual replacement of one community by another, an ordinarily process of community change in a unit area, a process of ecosystem development. Now you can see here the primary succession shows the pioneer species like a lichens. Okay, again the next is intermediate species, and after that a climax community. Grasses, shrubs are the intermediate, and trees are the climax community. Now, what is pioneer community? Pioneer community is the first inhabitants of a new community. An established community that undergoes little change is known as climax community. Now the community dynamics. As environment conditions change in a time and a space, the structure of community, both physical and biological, change. The result is the dynamic or mosaic communities also on the landscape. The changing pattern of community structure, that is focus of the community ecology. Zonation is a spatial pattern and succession is a temporal change. So in contrast to zonation, succession refers to a given point in a space, a single location. A sequence of community is called a series. A change is called serial stage. Now, the replacement of one community by another until a stable stage is reached is called ecological succession. Ecosystem tends to change with the time until a stable system is formed. Now, the steps of succession. First one is nudation, invasion, competition, coaction, reaction, and stabilization. Now, the nudation is a development of bare area without any form of species. The nudation may occur due to a different type of factors like a topographic factor, climatic factor, and boitic factor. Topographic factor like erosion by a gravity, water, wind, existing community may disappear. Topographic factors causes include deposition of sands, landslides, and volcanic activity, etc. Climatic factors like a drought, glaciers, hails, storms, frost, and the fire, they destroy the community. Now the biotic factor, mainly man, from the most important, who is responsible for the destruction of the forest, grassland, for industry, agriculture, housing, and other factors like diseases, epidemics, pandemics due to bacteria and fungi which destroy the population of the species. Now, invasion is a successful establishment of species, that is pioneer organism in a bare area. Invasion include following three steps, that is migration, ecesis, and the aggregation. Now the migration is a periodic movement of animal from one location to the another location. Now the pioneer species initiate the recovery the following disturbance in both primary and secondary succession. Pioneer paved the way for the latter colonists by altering the biotic and abiotic environment. So the soil quality, quantity, depth. So the pioneer species increase the moisture holding capacity, light availability, temperature, exposure to the wind. Now the examples are lichens and the mosses. What is ecesis? Ecesis is nothing but the establishment of the initial plant on a bare area from the germination of the reproductive bodies and the growth of the plant up to the maturity. This process is dependent upon the climatic and edaphic and a biotic factor. So edaphic is a soil related factor like a water holding capacity. The success of plant depends upon some of the adaptations to withstand the favorable condition, which include both biotic and abiotic conditions, example dormancy. Now the aggregation. It follows ecesis, that is, and the species become established in an area. The flower, fruit produce seeds. Seeds germinates and the member of species increase in number. So the increase in number of the species is called as aggregation. Competition and coaction. Due to aggregation of large number of species at a limited place, there develop a competition for space and nutrition. Individuals of a species affect each other's lives in a various way is called as coaction. Next is reaction, includes a mechanism of modification of the environment through influence the living organism on it. Due to the very significant stage, changes takes place in a soil, water, light condition, temperature of the environment. As a result of reaction, the environment is modified and become unstable for existing community, which sooner or later it is replaced by the another community, that is serial community. Now the stabilization, that is a climax, final stage of succession, is called as a climax community. The final community is not replaced and it is known as climax community, and the stage is called as a climax stage. Thank you.